there, partner.
Are we on?
Wow.
Oh, wait, one sec.
Screen for Boog? Didn't know that. Whoa, Jim. Getting the chop up, my man.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I
you hear
don't
me?
know why this isn't connecting. This
I
is
got some
fucking
audio for you,
annoying.
Boog.
My sound isn't connecting.
We can hear you.
Early F-bomb, too. That was heavy. Love it, though. A lot of heat. Boog Meek, man. How about those Lakers, man? How about it?
Got it done, man.
Let's
Back in the
go.
7-gamer. 7 seed, baby. Let's go.
Going to Tennessee, huh? Taking on the beat-up Grizzlies? You know, what do you think? How about, AD, man? God, how about when we said it before? AD has been a monster, huh? It's fun to watch AD. Like, before Giannis, it was AD. Just not as with the assists. Get like 3.5 blocks a game. Get the same kind of rebound point numbers. Like AD, New Orleans, man. People kind of forget. Dude's only like 30, low-key.
Yeah.
But, Jim, you got your sound, or?
One sec. This shit's fucking up. What a way to start up.
Hey, it's all right, man.
We love it, baby. We love it.
Roll. You give us the go-ahead. I'll just keep pumping Lakers with Boog Meek.
Oh, perfect. Oh, my God. One sec. Okay. Now we're
I
good.
dig that hat, though, Bug.
Okay, perfect. Thank God. What a fucking shit show. What up, boys? What's good?
What's happening? Hey, where he is. There's a smile, huh, baby?
God
Here we
damn.
go. Relax, huh? We're here now.
Lake Show, Boog. We don't have to restart it all, but the boys did it.
Yeah, we're in, baby. We're in. 7-gamer, Braun, AD. Look out.
And now they play, Kev, you said it's the Grizzlies next, right? The Grizzle Snacks?
The wounded criminals.
Whoa. Wow, hopping right into it. Young Ja hurt. And I guess a criminal. I don't know what happened with those proceedings, but I think the bigger issue is Steven Adams. Who's going to guard AD?
Yeah, he's out, and the other guy, I think his last name's Clark. Big guy. He's out.
Fuck. That's a good luck of the dice for the Lake Show. We were in a group text last night, me and some guys from Reno, and I mean, you know D Roach. He's a diehard just like yourself for young Braun, and the group chat starts popping off in the third quarter. What's up, Roach? Blah 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 blah. And he stays cool, calm, collected. It's just like, watch, they're going to come back in the fourth. They're going to come back in the fourth. That's all he said. It just kept saying, they're going to come back in the fourth. And then they came back, and why I like Dave is he didn't text last night. That would have been too easy to go to sleep on a text read. He texted this morning letting the boys know, what's up? You got a whole day to think about this now. So sick. Does it again, LeBron. I mean... do you think he's going to be out for an extended period of time in the offseason due to his foot? Do you think his foot's that fucked and he's playing through it?
I'm not sure, like, kind of what his situation is, but I think kind of he'll get the best treatment. I think he'll get the best opinion and whatever happens. But, I mean, he's looking pretty rock solid heading into this playoff run. So I like the performance last night. He really turned on the defense when he needed it. They all did. And that's kind of, I mean, I was watching something today, like defense travels, and, they got the number one defense since the trade deadline, and we're ready to rock, ready to roll.
Love it. I mean, yeah. And you're going to be in enemy territory all playoffs. I mean, as long as they're around, essentially. But God, the playing games, man, who would have thought it would bring this much fucking excitement?
Both times, bro. Both times they've been in the playing game, bro.
Just needs to get there. Kev, NBA talk. What do you think? Now, I've seen this been going around the internet a little bit on Twitter. I know you're not on Twitter, so I don't know if you've seen it. People are saying they should do away with the drafts and have a hard salary cap, like a no negotiation salary cap. What do you think of that? Do you think it would make teams even out a little bit? Because obviously you wouldn't be able to afford every big name player. It'd be like the NIL, I guess, in college. It wouldn't be like guys just going to Duke, Kansas. Other teams will fill out eventually. Do you think it would even out, or do you think a non-draft era of the NBA would be a huge miss?
I don't know what you
Uh-oh.
Cutting out.
Kev, you're cutting out a little bit. Kev, we cannot hear you at all, unfortunately. Your picture's not moving. You want to try and leave and come back real quick? I don't know. Boog, what do you think about the no draft era? Do you think it would be something good for the NBA?
I'm not sure. I don't really like it, to be honest.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got like teams like the Thunder and the Jazz that are just like stocking up on draft picks ready to go crazy. I mean, they're
right, exactly. And it's like you would have to ease your way into it. But I think on the other hand, I
think he's trying to get in.
I haven't even seen him leave yet. Let me see if I can boot him. More actions, remove from the call. Remove. What a wild. We love it. We love technical difficulties. How was your drive? Who gives a fuck? How was your drive back to Reno? What was it? You go Sunday or Monday? You went Monday, huh? Right
Monday.
before class.
Yeah, Monday. It was good. Took it slow. Aerial. Left late, so of course I didn't get to go to class. Sorry.
You didn't hit it 75 the whole way through?
No, I did, but like I always drive in like kind of like spurts.
I feel that. Especially on that drive to Reno, it like almost forces you to. Like you can go fast and then you hit Sacramento and it's like you're forced to slow down. Then you speed up going into the hill, forced to slow down.
Exactly.
But kind of one of my favorite drives, honestly. It's like it's not too bad once you have done it a couple times.
No, yeah, 100%. The first time I did it, bro, coming at 5 a.m. that one Halloween,
I remember that.
Bro, I don't know why, but I was just like
petrified
the entire time, bro. I was just spooked.
You don't know what to expect. You hear driving through hills, you hear, and then you're coming right when the sun's coming up, so it's like fucking dark still. Funny as shit. I remember you coming up there, right? Halloween. Shit.
Yeah, I think he said he's waiting to get back in.
I think I'm waiting to get back in. And leave that and join again. Didn't get a notification. That's all right. Yeah, just a little extra editing. We'll patch together. There's no blood, no foul. But yeah, we're here Sunday. We went golf with the crew. What a time that was. I wanted to wait till Kev to get in here, but Kev might have had the shot of the day in golf. The kid out of the bunker smacks one, hits the top of the bunker, and goes within a tap-in distance to the hit the stick, my bad. Hit the flag stick too. Was in tap-in distance and probably shot of the day. Don't think he could do it again if he tried a million times, but goddamn, it was sick. But yeah, I didn't realize how we played pretty slow. Like, we usually burn through, and it's not like it wasn't a problem. There was no one behind us, and we were hitting extra balls. I know why, but, like, we usually cook through that course, and we played it in, like, 2 hours. But, yeah, no, it was fun as fuck. I suck at golf still. I think I'm done. I think I'm only going to play in,
no, you're not done.
Like, Easters and Christmas Eve and, like, maybe once or twice a year. Other than that, it is just, like, not worth it for me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your birthday. Exactly. Occasions. I'm no longer am I a weekend golfer. I just can't. It just wears on me. I don't know why. Yeah. I think I should be better than I am, and I know I'm fucking trash. I don't have a join button. There he is. Kev? Oh, there he is. We're back.
see how long this rides. I don't know what's going on.
It seems a lot better this time. Kev, we were just talking about a little golf. I was saying how you had the shot of the day on Sunday, out of the bunker.
Oh, right out of the gate, first shot, huh? That was amazing. I mean, technically went in. Shoot, it hit the pin. I mean, right on
exactly. COVID rules. That's in all day, baby.
Yeah.
But golf is fun as fuck. Do you play often, Kev? I know you guys. Rye was saying you guys went a little bit ago. Do you guys play often?
That was probably like my 5th time playing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I'm definitely not like shout out SoCal too, Boog, rocking USC.
Caleb.
Yeah, no doubt. He said he wanted to play for the Dolphins. Tangent, but don't know how that's gonna work. But yeah, like 5th time playing, but no, like I said, like as long as there's a group and it's just like we want to chill and play 9, like that's like kind of just like my speed. Like I mean, you guys saw like I was good for about 3 or 4 holes, and then I couldn't get the ball in the air after about the 5th hole. And just was playing 8-ball the rest of the night. But
that'll come with time,
though. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, for the environment that we usually play it in and the guys that I'm around, like it's always a nice day. It's always fun. So I'm always in. But I mean, I know going into it, I'm not going to be like, I'm gunning for first place in this. I'm just going to try and get a couple nice shots, have some fun. Hopefully it's just kind of that vibe with everybody else, and usually makes for a good time.
And I feel like it usually is, but that's my issue. I feel like I should be fucking Tiger Woods out there, and I'm shit. And it's like I'm Tiger Woods on Saturday. I got shit popping through my skin. I'm fucking just hobbling through the holes. But yeah, maybe I'm just a 9-hole guy, Boog. I was telling Boog, I think my golf career's done, except on occasions. But I think 9s are where it's at. That's just enough to get the feet wet, and as soon as I get pissed off with myself, it's about done. So, but yeah, golf, lot of fun. What else did you guys do on your Easter Sunday? Anything else happen? Anything exciting?
Kev came through and took my photo.
Took your photo?
Yeah, I did
for
what?
That
one.
We also
oh my bad.
Me and Kev took a shot at PS5 VR Creed boxing.
How's that?
Honestly, like insane. I did the rematch of Ivan Drago and Apollo Creed.
Oh wow!
And like, it's like you're standing in. I mean, obviously, like you're standing in the ring, but like
right.
I had like I was getting nervous. Like, I swear it was crazy. Like we came to the center and it was just nuts. But yeah, I got killed. I had 1 knockdown.
Ooh, okay. Let's go. Let the hands fly, Boog Meek.
Then Tay Meek did a little better than me, and then Kev did a little better than Tay Meek, and then Todd got the dub.
No way, Todd. He's watched the movies too many times. Yeah. He knows all the perfect in-scene combos. That's so fucking funny. Todd with the KO. That's crazy though. So it looks pretty realistic when you have it on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Boog was like an inch of a cord pull away from breaking the PS5.
Oh, was just swinging?
You should have seen him. Boog got rocked in VR, and he stood there and he was like, whoa! And like, after he actually got hit.
What happens when you get rocked? Does it like move the screen around or something like that?
It kind of like freezes you, and you have to like put your arms in like a certain position to like unfreeze it.
Oh, gotcha.
Or you have to start running back.
Yeah, when you get knocked down, you have to like
you
run
away from the light, and so you just stand there. It looks like you're just like chopping shit if you're like not in the game. So it's just hella funny to see someone just go like that. But
yeah,
exactly. It's like they're playing the drums or some shit. But yeah, dude, no, if you get like rocked, you'll definitely know it in the VR, no doubt.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. Do you think there's a gateway into the like a UFC VR game for that, or do you think it would be too hard with the legs? Like if you have space, you think you could do it?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like because like the PS5 one is like you have to be stationary,
right?
I feel like, I mean, you could like they could like develop. You put things on your knees and your ankles, and you could like be in a full on
fight.
You can get into it. Yeah.
Well, and that's like,
I mean, it's crazy.
That could like revolutionize training camps too. And it's like, I know a video game might not be as good as like the opponent, but if they could get at least the reach down, you know what I mean? And see like shit where they're throwing from, like that could be fucking huge in a training camp.
Oh yeah.
For the general public, though, you got to get everything has to be wireless. Like we were playing with wires and cords attached, like the PS5. Like you could totally get if you could get like just Bluetooth connectivity, and so you're just there in the VR. You could totally just simulate like wherever you stand is where you stand in your house. Throw a mat down, like you can do this, but like you can't just do it with like a coffee table next to you. You're gonna fucking break it,
right? Or fucking fall through it.
Yeah.
Damn, did you guys try any other games? I've always wanted to try VR. I haven't tried it since like the OG version, and it was very.
That was my first time ever.
Oh, so cool.
That was my second time. I did this like canoe one, and it was pretty like realistic and crazy. But I was gonna say like, wouldn't it be nuts if like I'm here and like Kev's where he's at, but like if we both had the same console, like we could like UFC online, but like actually like fight.
Did you see Zuckerberg and Volk kind of did that?
Exactly.
That was Volk's, or I mean, that was Zuck's whole plan with it, and it like fell through. They lost millions and millions of dollars on what were they calling it? Yeah, metaverse. But fuck, that would be, I mean, so cool. It would be hard to do grappling because like, what are you gonna hold on to? But at the same time, like someone smart can make that work.
Yeah.
Damn, VR. The future's here, boys.
Insane.
But guys, this weekend, I had never been called pale more times than I was. It was like a demoralized. I went to Easter Sunday after. Everyone was like just ragging on me for being just pasty. I just said, fuck it. Time to shave the head and go into full war mode. It's game over for these losers.
Let's go.
I don't know. I always try growing the hair out. Never works. I can never find like a good length. I think I'm a shave guy the rest of the life now. I think I'm gonna commit to it. Yeah. Kev, do you have
funny you say that?
Why? Are you going?
Because I'm just like getting left bounced around like a goddamn pinball machine, like Bisping would say. I'm freaking I don't know what I want to do, bro.
And that's where I was too. It just makes it so easy. You got no option. Shave it off, and
I mean,
you just roll
I
out
got
of
this
bed and
TS lid for Easter, so
that is nice.
I just rep this, but I mean, like I didn't rep a hat when I went out on Friday in San Jose, Campbell, and like it looked great when I went out, but just like for some reason, like just as the night wears on, like it just the hair gel and the hairspray just
stops working its
hold,
magic.
Man. Damn, gets let go.
It gives you a good 45, man.
Dude, it's bad. But I'm just freaking McGregor 189 flicking in a rack every 5 seconds.
Heavy maintenance.
Yeah.
Heavy
maintenance. And that's like mine too, because mine like gets like curly and gross.
Oh,
wow, that looks kind of sick. The swoop to the side.
See, like this part always goes down here.
That
kind of drives me insane.
That's kind of sick.
Needs some,
you look like
that needs some life. That needs some of this.
Whoa, Kevin, wait till I got the headies back on, eh?
You look like a villain in a 90s movie with the front
I know.
swoop.
Freaking Tammy, Calvin Cambridge's guy.
Wow, Calvin Cambridge. I mean, that might be the best movie about an orphanage. I know there's a lot out there. There's Annie, I don't know any others, but Calvin Cambridge, like Mike, the GOAT. But yeah, no, I feel like the hair holds all the power too. I'm just like, fuck it. Gone with the wind. Like you said, too hard to maintain. Kev, do you have a go-to hairstyle? Is the one you're rocking now?
I wouldn't say maybe a go-to hairstyle, but like kind of how you were saying, like I think for me, like I'll try and get facial hair going and try and see what I can rock. But I think at the end of the day, my best look for me is the clean shave. And I mean, this length is good, but behind me, it's all messed up. Like I was thinking about getting it cut today so I can keep some of the top, but like the back for me and the sides, if I usually fade it, those go pretty nasty pretty quick. So that's where I got to get like trimmed up. Like the crown of my head grows like at a pretty like calm pace. Like I'll still have like a little awkward phase of it,
right?
But like right now when I'm pushing it, and like for me it's about an hour, but I don't do the hairspray or anything like that. I just push water in there in the morning and then just hope for the best as the day rolls on. Yeah, man. Because if it's windy, I'm screwed. Like I got like a little Z flap here or a little wavy woofy, and it's just like, forget about it, man. By this time, it's 1 o'clock, and I'm just trying to trudge to 2:30. Let's have no trips, no arguments. But yeah, I would say this general cut, like a high fade 1 or a half on the side, and then just depending if I'm like, all right, take the whole top down or just sometimes I'll just leave it like how it is now. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, my sides grow like wildly fast. Like I get like earmuffs of like my hair grows like over my ears so quick. It's like what the fuck. But yeah, nah, fuck hair. I'm onto the warm.
What were you saying? What's your input on mine? Cut
no,
or?
I like you have the comb over, but like how it hung over right now, and you're like, oh, I need to do something with this. I was saying like, yeah, I agree. Like that would need to be like pushed back instead of just like walking around with like the joint.
Because I had it pushed back, and like that's the thing that comes down, and like I said, it fucking drives me insane.
Yeah,
insane.
Yeah, I'll have the same with this sometimes if it just kind of comes down too, and I'll catch myself. I'm just like, God damn, like it's okay with the little wave because then I can't really feel it, but then it comes down. I'm like, yeah, I don't need like.
When it starts hitting the forehead,
right now.
Oh God!
I know,
kills you,
right? I'm like, I'm trying to watch Capture the Flag here. What are we doing?
Do you guys have rules on hairstyles for teachers, or just like some people come in with some fucking crazy hair? I feel like we had a few.
We're pretty clean cut. Like, I mean, I don't think there's anyone that has outlandish hair,
right?
And like any colorways, even. But no, I mean, I think if it was something that was like outside of like a spirit weekday or something, like I don't know if you get a chat with, but it's just kind of like,
I feel like especially today, it's a touchy subject. Like people can fucking argue anything.
Right. I know. Like if someone comes in with just like bright pink hair with some of the people that are around, like people would just question and be like, what? That's just kind of the vibe they would put off. So no, I don't think we'd have too many people who would like challenge any sort of at least hair ideas. Like to my knowledge, I'm the only person rocking a visible tattoo.
Really? Oh, I would
with any staff members, maybe 1 or 2, but not that I can remember.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I feel like it used to be such a fucking huge deal. Like you were never getting a job if you had anything showing, and now it's just like, can you put out the work? Please tell me that you're actually going to show up to work. I don't give a fuck what you look like, which is good and bad. But
yeah, I was looking up the rules, like our handbook before even starting the sleeve.
Did you ask anyone about it, or did you
just
go?
No, I asked both principals because I was a rookie. I was like, if you tell me this is going to hinder me from putting on years potentially at the school, I was like, I might be able to hold off on this knowing I could still get it in the future because I still wanted it.
Right.
But once I said it was fine, I told them what it was, and I was like, okay, green light. But yeah, no, I checked through everyone beforehand to be like, hey, this is what could be happening. So yeah, I was like, no, cover your ass at all times. Just make sure, man. Just take the extra step and just
worth it, because that tattoo's not coming off.
No doubt, man. Yeah, I ain't starting it if it all of a sudden hinders future. It's like,
God,
that noise. Come on now.
Not worth it. Boog, any tattoos you're thinking of? You still getting the TM4?
No, not that, but I'm thinking of a bunch.
Oh, let's hear it. Anything good?
Obviously, I mean, if Pollo the Pug is involved, it's good. So
are we putting wings if Pollo does go? When Pollo goes, are you going to put a set of wings on her back with the halo? Little angel.
A set of what?
A set of wings with a halo, like a nice little angel Pollo.
Oh no, it's gonna be more than that. Charles's training partner who had that fight of the year, I forget his name, is it Santos or whatever?
Yeah.
He's got a straight up dog like Charles has his kid and everything like that. He's got that right there. So that's what I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna get an actual
over your
Pollo. Yeah.
On the left on back over the heart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just fucking
is that number one?
Yes, that's number one. And
dude, I love it. That's
I got a proposal, Boog.
It's good.
How serious are you on getting that? I think that should be a graduation gift to yourself, summertime, maybe around your birthday, when all is said and done.
You got to get in shape for a pec tat, though.
Ding ding.
Sure. I mean, there you go. Full encompassing. But
Ding ding.
if you go get a chest tat, I might show up for the first hour of that. See if I can take some
see
heat.
him squirming. How bad
I don't know
were
how you'll
yours?
take it, man. But you gotta have a little.
I'd have to get some type of fucking Vicodin or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, get out of
Taking
town.
the
Are you
coward's way
serious?
out. You gotta try it.
I took half a Xan, 13 hours to that land. Kevy.
Dude.
Take half a Xan. You don't know what you're
You
gonna
don't
wake up
want
with
to
a
be out
tattoo
like a
on.
light, especially when they're just banging it over your fucking heart, brother.
Yeah, I know.
Holy
seriously.
cow.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
No, I like that. Did Todd get a new one recently?
You got two. I mean, I don't want
Oh,
to spill. Obviously,
that's right.
the
He
tell-all's
shouldn't, yeah.
coming, but
Yeah. And that's the thing. I gotta do it in person. I want to do it
it's gotta
ASAP, but it's got to be in person. So,
gotta be.
way better. But yeah, tats. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about myself. I always thought it would be sick, but I feel like I'm kind of manic. I would like regret it immediately. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Mhm.
And my mom.
I don't
would
think
beat
I'd
my
have-
ass. I don't care how old I am. She will whoop my ass. What were you gonna say, Boog?
I said I don't think I'd have any like visible like with like clothing on unless like probably like down the line or
Yeah.
if I get like
Like-
mega famous.
Wow. When you get
I'd get a face tat if I get like swimming in it
What's the
famous.
face tat? Tell me you're going a Gucci ice cream cone or a 6ix9ine or
something sick.
This is the guy who talks about coaching on the sidelines. and also wants
No,
a
I'm
face
saying like
tat.
if I'm like a freaking win the lotto like Bills.
face
Three
You ever
tat.
played a
digit
ticket
mills.
before?
Huh?
You ever played a lotto ticket before?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
We should always put that 2 in the last slot, baby. Oh,
Not
shit.
in Reno. Can't play the lotto in Reno. No lotto. Because they have gambling. They have casinos. Dude, back when the lotteries would be like millions, we drove over to Truckee to get a lottery ticket, and the line was like out the door. Like everyone from Nevada was like trying to get a fucking piece of it. They were all coming over the border. Pretty crazy. But let's move on. NBA. Kev, we talked about it a little bit. The draftless era. Boog thinks it might be a bad idea. What are your thoughts on that? No draft.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No, keep the draft. Like, just I mean, the kids got the college system now, so it's incentivizing them to go to college.
That's true.
The rules already made that they can't make the high school jump. It's like the college game's gonna be here to stay. Everything in the NBA is still gonna be there for these guys, but they kind of get groomed for a year in the minor leagues, so to speak, of what could be, and then you just get ushered into the NBA. So, no, I think it's a good system for both sides. Both profit for NCAA. NBA always makes a profit. So,
For sure.
yeah, I mean, it's you got to think of it at least from some business too.
Yeah. And do you think there will be more guys staying 4 years now that the NIL is a thing? Like guys that would be maybe a lower end draft pick. Do you think they might stick around for a year, collect the NIL money, try and get better one more year and stay? Or do you think it's going to be the same as soon as you can get out, get out?
I think it's case by case. Like if I'm hearing that, like, okay, you're supposed to be like a mid-second round pick and I'm a sophomore, like I'm probably coming back. You know, if I can come back and I can improve my stock, you know, can I be an early second round, late first round pick? Or, I mean, you know, like I said, case by case, transfer portal. So can like some mid-major guy go hop in and just go slide in to be like the shooting guard for Bama for a year, you know, and then averages 15 a night type vibe, you know? So it does incentivize you to stay in college. The fact that you can transfer anywhere you want and you got NIL if you're, you know, that kind of guy. So, yeah, I think it definitely would incentivize you until you basically are hearing like your lotto, your first round bound. Like, I mean, if I was a kid, at least if I hear I'm going in the first round, I'm going, take that.
Right. I feel like you have to.
I'm getting a multi-year deal to play on this team, and I'm getting at least, I don't know, bottom minimum like $6 million guaranteed in my deal. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And Boog, about the transfer portal, do you think the transfer portal should be as wide open as it is, or do you think guys should be forced to stick it out, sit out the years if they do decide to transfer? Because I mean, it kind of creates a shit situation for those low level colleges that do happen upon a guy, or or build the guy up. You know what I mean? They build the guy
Yeah.
up, and then all of a sudden, his junior year, he just takes off.
Yeah. That's a good question. I'm kind of like iffy on it, but I lean towards like yes, being able to, just because it gives the players, more options and more kind of control on their careers. But at the same time, if you're hopping around, it doesn't really send a good message to
Right. I guess that's
NBA teams if you
the other
will
thing.
have aspirations for the NBA and stuff like that. But I mean, sometimes, things just don't work out for guys, and maybe they bring someone in who's better, guys get hurt. So, for those type of things, I think it's good.
Yeah, and like you said, guys aren't losing years in their prime, right? And I feel like that's the biggest thing. I mean, there's guys that are 20, 21 years old should be putting on a show, and they're fucking riding the bench. So I do get it in that aspect. It just fucking sometimes kills me to fucking see these teams losing their best guy. Or, I mean, with the COVID shit, guys there for 8 years. It's the same sort of thing. It's like something about it doesn't sit right with me. I don't know why. But NBA, Rudy Gobert, it's kind of where we started talking about this. I saw a tweet that someone said COVID started and ended with Rudy Gobert putting his hands places they shouldn't be. Thought that was fucking incredible. They just signed that COVID was over. He gets in a fight to start COVID. He's touching the mics like a fucking jabroni. Just an idiot. But what did you think of him hitting Anderson? He called him a bitch, and he hits him mid-game. Do you think that's the right thing to do? Do you think he should have waited and gone after him in the locker room, if anything? Kev, we got the alien back again. I just heard you can't hear me, but nah, it's like very scratchy. Yeah, your picture's frozen. I'm gonna remove you. Try and rejoin.
Well, on that, and I think he's effing idiot, and you get physical when the cameras are on. I mean, you're just like I said, an idiot.
Right.
We saw last night in the game, it was a clear case of addition by subtraction. You remove that type of player from the environment, the team is more together.
I mean, to an extent, they still lost the game.
They still lost the game, but
they did.
I'm sure those guys would much rather play without Rudy Gobert and together and lose than with Gobert.
You think and
possibly win?
That's the case, even to get into the playoffs. I know they still got another game. They're not out, but do you think?
I mean, that's my stance. I mean, you could tell everyone thinks he's an idiot. I mean,
but he was playing injured. He came in, he's playing injured, and the guy on his team calls him a bitch because he's.
Well, Kyle Anderson is an idiot too.
Yeah, no, there's no debating. Kyle Anderson's a fucking
heavy. Uh-oh.
Kev.
Retro
raggy. I don't see him. I don't hear him.
Sure, dude.
Can hear you guys.
All right, I can hear you. I can't see you.
He's joining us, Chael Sonnen. On the phone.
Can't see Boog. I got sketchies on Jim.
Oh no.
Do you have a hotspot? Maybe is it the Wi-Fi bad?
No.
We'll make it work.
The Wi-Fi is. Shoot, I gotta try and find. Oh, here we go. Here's the link. We're gonna try and salvage computer. I'm stingy on it. I mean, now I.
Good now. There it is.
Wait, I can't even click join on the internet right now. Oh, here we go. I'm joining. Wow, putting the headies back on. You're gonna have a double dose of Kev right now. If I can't get in from here, then I'll just write up the phone.
Yeah, I mean whatever works. But yeah, I mean, Anderson's an idiot, but I don't think I would trade a playoff spot for that. Did they say whether he's suspended or not for the next game?
Just one game.
One game,
he's in the next game. Yeah.
Wow, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not what happens. If I were him, I'd be like, "Fuck that! I'm not playing. Fuck y'all." I mean, I know that's a bad look for the other teams in the future, but like, they gave up 4 first-round picks, and this is how you're gonna fucking treat me? I mean, what the fuck? I'm kind of on Gobert's side in this whole thing. He got a bad shake, but
Gobert.
He's kind of been a pussy his whole career, so I don't know.
A big pussy. Is this backlight bad? It's been fucking with me the whole time.
It's not. What do you mean bad? Like
it's just contributing.
Oh yeah, that lightens up your face. It doesn't fucking matter, dude. This whole episode's chaos. This is what we thrive on.
You're right, Justin. Chaos is in the building.
Fuck it. Let's move into UFC. That's the bread and butter. I guess to start. Did you see Khabib release his top 15 list?
I don't know why. I literally have no idea why, but like I was reading it, and I just started smelling bad. Something was just like, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "My window's open." Like, what the fuck?
Oh fuck, that is so
I have
good.
no idea. I don't think God's real. There it is.
Well, the best part about it is he had 20 guys on his top 15. He started putting slashes in places, and I'm like, hey, unfortunately, that's not how a top 15 works. But I like the Jones Fedor, or Fyodor, if you want to say it that way. But Jones number 1. I don't like that he didn't involve himself. I want to know where he sees himself on this list.
I mean, I was thinking that obviously he thinks himself is 1.
You think?
I kind of respected that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I just I would like to see some of those guys talk a little bit more shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But put out a little bit more.
I love like he does that. And when Connor was doing Ask McGregor, someone put like who's the GOAT, like GSP, Anderson, or Jones, and he quoted McGregor.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I want out of a guy. That like fucking never-ending self-confidence, fucking till he dies. But good. Yeah, so good. And to bring up McGregor, I guess it'll transition us into a little Cynthia Calvillo, but Dana said there's only been like 5 people in the history that he's taken under his wing, and she was one of them. Now she is out of the mix. Do you think she does anything from here? Do you think she just kind of hangs him up? I mean, did she go to BKFC, get battered? Did she go to Want Kev?
There he is.
In the flesh.
I think she goes to OF.
Let's see what happens.
Wow. That's honestly like probably the most realistic. Go the Paige Van Zant route and just fucking collect a paycheck. I feel like there's a lot of people doing that now. The Jeff Molina route, if you will. I can't believe he's on OnlyFans. Took him a month of being out of the closet to say, fuck it, I'm fully embracing it. I mean, more power to him, but he should have done it a while ago. Kev, can you hear us? Technical difficulties.
Like in and out.
Oh, I love in and out.
I haven't been able to get. I've tried to disconnect, reconnect for internet, but when I even go to the computer, I don't have the join link.
Oh boy.
Shit. Well, I'm gonna go back and try and redo it.
What it said he's left, and I still hear him. I'm so fucking confused now. God, what an episode, folks.
Really, what in that?
Stick with us. I mean, they're not all going to be like this. We're trying our hardest. I don't even know where I was.
If you're sticking with us, you're spect.
Yeah, I mean, the ultimate spect machine. We might be putting out the bonus episode along with this one, just to give the people a a nice little groove to roll with. But yeah, Calvillo out, and that starts us with our Adesanya card. From there, Gastelum. Is Gastelum back, Boog? Staffstelum? No? You think the headbutt?
I'm on Chris Curtis's side. He's going nuts. So
Did you see on
I love
Twitter?
it.
He's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
not accepting it. But it kind of brings up the question: should the UFC have like a outside of the octagon official like reviewing those sort of things to flag? Because what happened is I just want to let the people know he got headbutt, and that was ultimately the deciding factor, one of the deciding factors of the fight.
Yeah. I mean, the same situation happened with Kyle Dawkins and Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
And like it turned into a no contest. I mean, credit to Chris Curtis, he recovered, got up, and then he won the third round and was kind of pressing on Gastelum. But I mean, it's kind of like it's right there to see. Like he got headbutted, he was hurt, compromised from the headbutt, and the judges. Like, I can't blame them. They probably thought that was a clean knockdown or a significant part in the fight, significant part in the round, too. And they gave the second round to Gastelum, and it was clear. First round was Gastelum. Third round was Chris Curtis. So it's like that second round, that moment was basically decided the fight. And it was a clash of heads, as Mark Goddard said. Not intentional, but still.
But still a clash of heads. Yeah. And what do you think? I mean, do you think if Curtis, I know he said he's protesting the fight or whatever, do you think they should be able to do anything, or is it like just from here on out? Do you think it should go to a no contest or?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think they should review it and see. I don't know if like no contest stuff like that, but like stuff's happened in the past like this, and like usually what the UFC does is like they'll kind of not treat it as a win, but like they're gonna give you a good. Like your next fight's gonna be
right. It's not
a good fight.
You're not gonna get a stylistic nightmare.
Like you're gonna keep climbing basically because it was fight of the night. He got $50K bonus
for sure.
Everyone was like liking the fight. Everyone probably happens. Or a lot of people probably want to fight Chris Curtis because I mean it's stylistic, just like a fun matchup. Yeah. He has really heavy hands though, but I'm a big fan. And but yeah, I don't think like really anything's gonna happen. I hope maybe they could run it back, not right away, but like
in the future,
they both keep winning. Yeah. That'd be cool. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, good for Gastelum. He won. He's a big name in the MMA kind of sense. Not everyone, but I mean, even casuals know him. He's got that big fight with Adesanya.
Exactly. Yeah. And then the last thing I was gonna ask about that is God damn it! I had one more thing I wanted to say. Fuck it. Never mind. Oh, do you think card? Yeah, oh no, just about Gastelum. Do you think Curtis would have jumped up 4 places had he beat Gastelum? Like Gastelum did? He bounced up 4 places in the standings.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe because Gastelum is a big name, but
yeah.
I think it's all about you finish someone. I don't think you could lose the last round
and then
have it be controversial.
And then go.
And then
no, that
means another link to join Jim. Oh, yeah.
Jeez, I only got one link.
Can you just resend?
Yeah, I'll just resend it. But we could join another meeting and finish it out. Maybe. I'll give that one a try and let him see. How about Rosas, the 18-year-old, finally getting beat? Kind of nice to see him get his mouth shut. I mean, he was riding the high life, telling Ariel Helwani he's lucky to have him on the show. Just a bunch of cocksuckery 18-year-old things to say. Are you happy that he got a nice dose of reality?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. And
I mean, you can't sprint like Hamzat if you're not Hamzat.
Fuck, that's a great way of saying it. And it's like he's clearly not. Did you see Sugar had some advice from him? Tell him to take 2 years off and get huge, get good at everything, and come back. And it like something in me kind of was like, I wonder if Sugar took the Ostarine on purpose to get the nice mandatory 2, or if he was just like, fuck, that was honestly the best thing to ever happen to my career, which is probably more likely. But Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good piece of advice. There's no reason not to. He's still going to be 20 years old. There's no reason to be taking fights he doesn't
look
have
at
to.
Chase Hooper.
Chase Hooper, Sage Northcutt. I mean, both same sort of thing. Young guys, just where do you go? Guys have man strength. I mean, that's kind of at the end of the day. There's 35-year-olds that are just going to toss you around. It doesn't matter how much training you have. They're just grown ass men. Like I couldn't imagine him fighting like a Jim Miller. I know they're different weight classes, but like Jim Miller have so much experience. He's been fighting as long as the kid's been alive. It's just shit like that. But yeah, I'm kind of with you there. Kind of happy he's got an L on the record. Hopefully, because I think he still could be really fucking good. I mean, obviously he's 18, but might be the best thing to ever happen to him.
Yeah.
And then Holland. Ooh, did we ever find out what happened in the pre? Was it the pre weigh-ins with him and Jorge?
Like in the street when Jorge was getting filmed by the helicopter.
Oh no! Like when they were backstage yelling at each other, and Jorge was like, "Oh, you wouldn't say that shit to my face," or something like that.
Jorge said that Holland called him like a girl, like misgendered him.
There's no way that's true.
I swear.
Oh my God. What a fucking pussy. That is so crazy. For a guy that talks as much.
No, but like he made it seem like Masvidal was like not like was like turned around like it's just bad.
Yeah, like he actually thought it was a girl.
Like,
yeah.
No, and and like it was like so I don't know.
Tell me he said he had a nice ass or something like that. Oh fuck! He starts catcalling Masvidal.
Did you see the video of someone like oil checking?
Yeah,
Holland and
he was not fucking with that at all.
The guy looked it was an accident and he was like challenged.
Yeah, I completely thought the same thing because like. The kid was freaked out when he's like started. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" or whatever. He said the kid was like freaked out and like, I mean, you never know these days. Could have just been one of those fucking YouTube douchebags trying to get a video because people were obviously his films or friends were obviously like filming it or taking pictures. But yeah, straight up put his finger up the old Holland butt. That is crazy. That's like the last guy would do that to. You don't play no shit. Yeah, him versus Ponzinibbio gets the win. I don't quite know what we do with Big Mouth from here. He's kind of in a weird place, right? I feel like he's like kind of the king at taking last minute fights.
Yeah. Honestly, credit Ponzinibbio. That fool headbutted the floor and then like one punch popped back up.
Crazy. Kev, can you hear us?
Yeah, I mean, I'm tentative. I'm trying. Okay, hold on. I mean, my internet is going slow. I'm rocking LTE on the phone. Like I've taken everything off. Like so, like I'm giving my computer just one thing to process. Like I only have like one tab open, no other like browsers, apps, things like that.
Do you know how to do a personal
so it's
hotspot?
like going hella slow. Yes. I do, but I know my phone didn't come with that when I made it. But right now, the computer is down, so I'm riding this. So let's just keep it going. Ponzinibbio is a fucking zombie. Holland still wins. What was else going on, bro? What else?
No, we just touched on. We just started the Adesanya card. We were talking about Rosas a little earlier. The 18-year-old getting a little dose of reality. Me and Boog both are fans of that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? You like that he took an L? Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I figure. I feel like most people are on that page right now where it's like he was getting a little too big for his britches. It needed to be calmed down. He wasn't like McGregor. He wasn't Chase Hooper who kept his mouth shut and just kept fighting. People wanted to see him win. But I mean, I guess if it worked out, it would have been fucking perfect for him. Would have been amazing, but it didn't. But yeah, then we got into Holland Ponzinibbio. We were just talking about Holland misgendering Masvidal from the back, and then how that one kid gave him the kid stuck his finger up Holland's butt. I don't know if you saw that on Instagram, but he went to take a picture with them.
Oh yeah, I did.
Just a fucking fool.
That's I know. Hampton's gonna get you punched in the face, man. I'm like, dang.
Well, imagine, like, could you
Just
imagine
like
doing that to
unexpected like
Nate
that,
Diaz?
just like a fan doing that, man, that would piss me off.
Exactly. I think I would smack someone. If it was like if someone was clearly 18 years old and did that, I think I would smack him upside the face. And you'd have every right to. And that,
no doubt.
The next fight of the night, Font Yanez didn't go the way I thought it was gonna. Boog, who did you have winning that at the beginning?
I had a feeling that could happen. I wanted Yanez. But yeah, I mean, Fonts, I mean, he touched up Cheeto pretty good. I know you couldn't tell from like the faces and stuff like that, but like he landed more than Cheeto landed on him. And then Yanez, even though he beat that one Randy Costa guy, I mean, he was getting touched up.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the first time he's been touched up, and Font landed that big right, or they were kind of going back and forth, and then that big uppercut kind of in the clinch. It was like a short uppercut, kind of caught Yanez, and like kind of like from there on, it was downhill for the next 45 seconds, and that big, huge right hook kind of ended the show.
Yeah, and Yanez was getting. Tony Kelly, what a dickhead, was fucking going online making photoshops of Yanez after he got his ass whooped by him. I mean, just a horrible look. But yeah, I mean, I think Yanez still got a lot in the tank. I don't think we've seen the last of him by a long shot. But like you said, kind of stoked for Font though. In the what is it, the Boston Cartel? Isn't that where he's at? Or
yeah. It might be. Is it New England Cartel?
New England Cartel, yeah. I think you're right.
And
Boston would sound right.
His wife's ugly. No offense.
We didn't need that. But yeah, Font, big fan. I just one of those guys. But then we go to the co-main, Gilbert versus George. What did you think of the greasing allegations afterwards? I know he retracted them since, but
yeah, but I mean the way Gilbert like explained it, like you lotion up, take it off, shower, lotion up again, shower, and like, you just soak it all in and shit like that, and then you just like basically sweat it out. I mean, one, there's no way to like prove that, but like that's like totally possible. Like Masvidal and his little freaking grease bag trainer, like 1,000% could do that like every single fight. Like I would not be surprised. And look at the second Usman fight. Freaking fool dumped the whole bottle of water on Masvidal's head in between rounds.
That's a good point. I never even thought about that.
Thing you just saw sploosh everywhere when you got hit.
And that like you said, the mix of water and the lotion is what gets it like that slippery. But I mean, if anybody knows what that's about, it's Gilbert. I mean, that's a huge thing in jiu-jitsu. And it's like, I know he does most of his stuff in the gi, so it's not as big of a thing, but like still, it's like it's huge. I shouldn't say everyone's doing it, but like it was just like a thing the last Gordon Ryan match. The best jiu-jitsu player ever was accusing a guy of greasing. I mean, it goes on nonstop. But yeah, that would be very interesting. And I mean, he's in his home place. Why? He's got every advantage with him. It's like he gets to sleep in his own bed. He gets to have all the things. Why not take one last advantage? But as we saw, didn't really pay off. Ended up losing anyways. Do you think we've seen the last of him in combat sports? Or do you think he comes back and we get a boxing showing or something like that out of him?
You know what I was thinking? And honestly, because obviously, like he said, like I lost the step, and
right,
and I don't know if we'll get into like the knockout thing, but just like kind of how his like reactions are going like that. But I will say, I mean, Leon beats Colby, Leon beats Gilbert. I mean, Leon goes on a freaking run. Like, what's his face? I mean, there could come a time where Masvidal starts yapping, say, "Hey, I'm feeling good. I've been in the gym."
Right.
Leon would always entertain that.
Oh yeah.
So I was thinking of that. I forget. Like, I think it was like when he was talking. I was listening on the MMA Hour, but I mean, it's just like it's tough because, like, what's it called? Like, he said like he lost that step and he doesn't want to get in there and be like a stepping stone. But I mean, he said he likes the Leon matchup, but I feel like that might be an option, or like a boxing match with like maybe like Nate or Connor down the line, Jake Paul down the line, stuff like that. Something like that.
I could definitely see him boxing. I feel like that's something that could excite him. Something new, get him back in the gym, get him out of the old routine. But again, let's say he does retire. Get him some fucking PEDs. Go the Connor route. I think we're going to start seeing that a lot more. Guys take a year off, 2 years off, just refresh. Let the body heal up. And it's like, I know he's going to be old by then, but it's like, fuck it. If you're on some sauce and you're feeling good, you still got one more fight.
Oh, yeah. Like we said, it's in the head. It's just the body breaks down.
Exactly. Can't stay up with it. But I would like that, or just the boxing. The boxing would be fun too. I used to hate that, like MMA going over to boxing, but it's like, fuck it. I don't like boxing as much. MMA gives me at least some guys I know to go see do it. But yeah, no, that would be very interesting. And he's got his own promotion too. That's the other thing. Go fight for yourself. Make yourself some money.
There's just some big news that did break today. Probably maybe get into it later.
What's that?
MMA coming to boxing.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You didn't see the Nate Jake Paul?
Yeah, I did. Oh, my bad. Fuck, for some reason I thought that was yesterday. Yeah, no, we can just scoot into it real quick. Nate boxing Jake Paul, deal done.
Deal done. It's crazy.
What do you think? I mean, first thoughts. Do you think Jake has the power to knock Nate out? I mean, that's really what this comes down to, I feel like.
Yes, but yes and no.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if he connects perfect spot, Nate doesn't see it, drops his hand like Woodley did. He has the power. Obviously, we've seen that, but
I think Diaz got a little bit better of a chin than Woodley.
Especially, I mean, he's taken all those shots from Connor, Masvidal, Leon, stuff like that. I think he'd be able to take a punch with big gloves on, pillows.
And exactly. And he's been under the lights before. This could be a game-ending injury. I'm stalled out right now. Kev, we'll keep trying. Like I said, this video will be released with another. Give the people a gift for sticking with us. But yeah, no, I like Nate's chances. I think his footwork's a little bit better than other people. I mean, I know boxing's obviously different, but just for some reason, Nate, I think, is going to be the guy to get it done. Obviously, Tommy Fury's already done it, but as far as the MMA goes, I think Nate's going to be the one.
Yeah, I hope.
One can only hope. But yeah, do you think we've seen Nate's last days in MMA?
No, I don't know if you saw the press release. He said, I'm going to conquer this because he's the biggest thing besides Canelo in boxing. And then he's like, then I'm coming back to the UFC and getting my belt.
Oh, shit. I did not see that. That's kind of sick. Fuck yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, I know we touched on it before, but like with the Francis thing, he just can never burn that Dana bridge. And I think Dana would take Francis back, but it's going to be at a huge discount now if he does. But like Nate, there was never any love lost. I don't think there was any love there, honestly, to begin with. But yeah, that's.
I mean, they got pissed on the back of the PI or whatever that was, and they still love him.
Exactly. How can you not? And that's the thing. You just can't be fake with it. But how about John Anik going after Colby? I mean, just a shot from left field. That was ridiculous. Talking about how he loves Masvidal. He's been true to himself, always true, this and that. And then he goes, pretty much unlike Colby, who had to make a persona up. And it's like, all right, Anik.
When did he say that?
That was might have been right after the fight. He pretty much said, like, Masvidal puts on for the city. He's there for Miami, la. He's never been a fake guy. That's why everyone can root for him. And then literally finishes the sentences with, like, unlike Colby. I'm like, that wasn't needed. That definitely was not needed. But I know Colby's taking some shots too. So,
you know what, John? Let me just say this. Mister. This is the most hard I've seen Khabib Nurmagomedov in the octagon. Let me just say this: your little boyfriend Bilal Muhammad, his freaking, there he is. His freaking bum ass manager. You know where he was on 9/11? On a freaking plane with 6 passports. Yeah, turned informant rat against this country. So you defend Bilal Muhammad. You defend all that. You defend the criminal. I mean, I like Jorge, but you defend criminal Masvidal. And you know what? You'll never be half the commentator Mike Goldberg was. And you know why? They had to bring in 2 guys. They had to bring in another guy because you're so bad. But you know what? You'd probably get down and suck Dana's dick like Calvillo.
What a monologue. Kev, what a time to come back. You just got here just in time for Ali Abdelaziz not being able to leave the United States. What a time. But yeah, no, Anik, I like him. I know Kev's the biggest Anik guy here, but sometimes he just I feel like takes unnecessary shots a commentator shouldn't be taking. I feel like it's almost his job to wear it and just wear it. There's no reason to come back. You're commentating fights. You don't see Rogan going after guys. I mean, he says Conor would burn a hole in the USADA cup, and that's about as far as he goes talking shit about a fighter. But I guess last fight of the night, the main event, the one we were all watching, Adesanya Pereira. Kev, can you hear me?
I'm getting scared.
I want it to work so bad, but you're cutting out.
But just go ahead, keep going.
I just want to say Adesanya Pereira. Adesanya hit him again with the right hook that he hit him with in the first one. Almost finished the fight in the first round of the first fight. And then finally does it this fight. Kind of the same sequence. Looked like he was hurt. I mean, obviously his leg was hurt. He was switching stances a whole bunch. And then he ended up kind of covering up in the corner. Pereira drops his hands. I mean, that's been doing it. And finally Adesanya gets him with the right hook, gets him again, and then the finish-up blow was just nasty. Boog, how did you feel about Adesanya winning? Happy guy or not so much?
Credit where credit's due. Obviously, I was silent. I wanted Pereira.
Yeah.
I would say, Pereira came in, you had the suit press conference, had the suit walking in. You go back, he was all just war venom, didn't care. You could say a little bit, got civilized, Rocky 3. But he was having success. He kind of won the first round. He had the legs compromised, stuff like that. I will say, I did say, hey, I think switch knee where you jump off like the right knee, but the right knee is the one that comes through. You get that momentum comes. He did that before. You see in the fight, he just threw the knee up. It was just the one right knee. If he switched kneed it, like I said, it could have been a different result. But, Adesanya, cool KO, cool little celebration. He went out, like Chael said, went after the minor, but, he did repay what the minor did to him. So I can't fault him there. And but I will say the only thing I liked about it was, after I saw a video where he gave a salute to the 45th president of the United States. So, gotta love that. And gotta love that while he was doing his rounds, Trump took out his wallet and gave Kid Rock a couple of bucks. Obviously had his money on the Brazilian Native American.
I love that. I did not catch that part. That is so funny that they had a fucking
it's like this it's like a crowd cam. I'll send it to you.
And you see him pulling it out.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That is so good. Dude, that switch knee would have been perfect in the corner though. Just throw it once, right? I mean, at least get him covering up a little more. You create yourself some distance. I don't know, but I love the celebration. I love going after the kid. Fuck that kid. Fuck them kids altogether. But
can't hate it. Can't hate it.
Can't hate it. That kid was a little shit. He knew exactly what he was doing too. It's like he did it the first time, and then in the embeddeds, he was doing the same shit. He was bringing it up. So it's not like he didn't know what he's doing. He's at an age, I think he's like 12 or something like that. But there was another fan video of the kid after seeing him get knocked out, and he was doing the cobra, fucking turning around, like freaking out. And I was like, fuck, that's got to be tough watching your dad get knocked out.
So tough.
Which I guess brings up the question again. I mean, Frankie Edgar brings his kids to watch him get mauled. And Chris Gutierrez is coming up again. But do you think bringing your kids to fights is, I mean, I feel like it's tough, but do you think guys should be doing it? Girls should be doing it? It's like, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I just I give credit. Rocky let his kid watch Drago on Christmas. I mean, he got it done, but that was but no, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, have him in the back, maybe like they don't watch, but
even then,
I mean,
it's like
Usman's daughter sees him get head kicked into the
shadow realm.
I mean, bro, I just from experience, if I saw that when I was their age, I would be
scarred for life.
Dunzo.
Yeah,
scarred for life.
I mean,
scarred for life.
Your dad is like the ultimate, and then to watch him get fucking just like you
just
said,
like seeing him in the fight, bro, I would be just
nervous. Exactly. But I guess bringing up Usman brings up a good point. Old guys get knocked out, or not even old guys. People get knocked out unconscious. I mean,
like bad.
Like kind of what we saw with Pereira. Like was on the canvas
exactly what I was gonna say.
For like,
it's gonna be interesting to see how he comes back, because Masvidal, Usman, Till, guys who like are sleeping for like more than 30 seconds
seem to have a hard time coming back.
It's
power through, Kev.
Bad.
I don't know if you're saying us power through or you power through, but either way, I mean, stay and listen if you can, and if it's not working and you got to bounce.
Kev, would love to get your thoughts on Cliff Kingsbury joining the Trojan staff.
QB coach.
But yeah, it's crazy, man, because like you got like knockouts kind of like Ponzinibbio, Connor against Dustin, right, where like, you know, you go out but you wake up kind of instantly.
Exactly. You're out for like a split second. It's like almost like the next punch or the next gust of wind wakes you up. It's like you're not having to get woken up by someone rubbing your sternum or smelling salts.
Exactly.
And that's when it gets fucking iffy. I mean, like you said, Usman, I guess we kind of saw it with him, looked hesitant to throw and even set up takedowns. I feel like every time he did, he kind of knew in the back of his head that he could knock me out. He's done it before. But like Pereira, I mean, a guy whose whole game is the stand-up, that could be everything. If he's hesitant from here on out, shit, he could be a completely different fighter.
Yeah. But I would like, off the top of my head, I feel like Curtis Blades is like the only guy who's kind of like stood in the pocket and gotten a dub since being,
I guess, Overeem too. Overeem's had his bouts, but I mean, obviously he's gone down since, and he tested positive.
Maybe heavyweight's different.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe heavyweight, they just, I don't know. I mean, it's so tough, but yeah, a lot of those guys just never the same.
But like Chuck Liddell,
crazy. Yeah, I mean, he's not the same human. Watching him hit pads was like the saddest thing I've ever fucking seen. I mean, he just was like playing touch with them. He was just like, and they were all screaming, "Let's go, Chuck!" And I was like, "Let's go home, Chuck. Let's not let anyone see this. What the fuck?" But I mean, I get it. But god damn, yeah, I don't know. But like you said, happy for Adesanya. I don't want to say there was only one guy on the podcast that picked Adesanya last week. That was me. But there was only one guy. Yeah, fun stuff. I like Adesanya. I don't like how he said that this rivalry's over. I don't like that at all, unfortunately. I don't want to see him fight Pereira right away again, but
You got to do it again.
you got to do it again. You're 1-3 all time and 1-1 in the UFC. I mean, if there ever was a chance that there needed to be a third fight, this is the one.
So I would say if I would just put on my Boogie Helwani cap, you could put on your Jimmy Sonnen cap.
Oh, I get to be jail? Yes.
I would say have Yuri Hill fight
I like that. It's a good start.
and have Pereira waiting in the wings.
For the winner.
Yes. And then you could do Adesanya versus either Strickland or Dricus, because I think they're talking about that, because
Ooh.
Adesanya wants to come back like quickly.
Yeah.
Those are the two kind of names he hasn't fought yet. And then you do Costa, Hamzat, and Abu Dhabi.
Damn.
Banking, I mean, obviously I want Costa to win, but Hamzat, he gets
Right.
that dub.
You get the title.
Now you could do Adesanya versus Hamzat, and then you could have, hopefully Pereira gets that belt. Either one, Adesanya 3 and Pereira 3, champ versus champ, would be like the biggest fight ever.
I didn't even think of the champ versus champ.
Or Hamzat going up to fight Pereira, champ versus champ, would be a ginormous fight. And there's already, I mean, if you saw the UFC, they usually do like this with a few times where like they'll say a fighter's name and they have a fighter say what they think about him.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it to Pereira, and like Pereira said, like when they said Adesanya, he put warrior. He said warrior for Adesanya.
Right.
When they put Hamzat, he said like clown or something like
like
pussy
stupid pretty much.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like
like
talking
he like
shit.
does not like Hamzat whatsoever, and like he
Damn.
doesn't like Izzy, and he gave Izzy like
The
like
respect,
he's a warrior,
right?
And so I mean that's just, you could tell that's heat. Hamzat obviously is heat with anyone, but I think that's kind of like,
I kind of like that huge. I didn't even think about setting up the champ versus champ. I mean, because like realistically, Pereira should be a 205er. There's no reason he's not. My thing is though, do you think where would they do the double champ up at, or not double champ, because I guess they're fighting at one weight class, but where do you think they would do the champ versus champ? 205 or 85?
205. I think 205.
I think.
But I think it's kind of like the Conor Diaz, like no matter what happens, like that fight's always there.
Right. Oh, that's exactly. That's a good point.
Like if Pereira loses to Hill, or say Hamzat comes up and fights, or Hamzat beats Adesanya and fights Pereira, whatever, like that, the Pereira Adesanya trilogy is like always there. And I mean, if I'm Adesanya, I'm staying far away. I mean, you could just
exactly.
tell. You could just tell. I mean, he's saying like, "Oh, it's 3 - 1 is 2-time champ." Like that's stupid. Like
literally makes
obviously,
no sense.
obviously, like he knows the monster that Pereira is, and like, I mean, he got him. Credit to him, but
he got him once. He's been got thrice.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I think I like what you said there too. Might as well let it lie in the whims, because it's like shit. If the career doesn't go maybe how he's expecting from here on out, that might be a nice little fight to throw your cap up on. It's one last time, bring a lot of eyes on, make some money, and go home happy. But I like that a lot. Let me just see what we got here. I guess we'll keep the bantam weights. We'll save those for Kev when the connection's right. I did want to just ask real quick. Next fight cards: Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen. Bunch of good fights, but I just want your pick of the final fight. Max, Arnold. How do we see this playing out, and what's your pick?
I'm gonna go Arnold Allen. Finish.
Damn, that's
I'm leaning. I'm in the middle, 3rd, 4th round. And you know what? I'm just gonna go 3rd, 4th round. I don't give a shit.
Hey, that's good enough for us.
I'm gonna cover the bases.
Love that.
But yeah.
And you
honestly, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, you think he finishes him though. I mean, that's
yeah.
the key.
I mean, If you look at the Akamoto interview, which I think he's an idiot. Oh, do you think you're better than Alexander Volkanovski?
Right.
Akamoto, Helwani is like
miles ahead.
leaps and bounds, bro. But I think he looked old.
Ooh.
He looked old. I even sent it to J-Flo, and he's like, "Yeah, he does."
Is that when he had the shaved face? There's something with the shaved face. It made him look so much older. I totally agree. And he's only 31. That's the craziest part. But people are saying he's just entering its prime or his prime, and it's like that's not how primes work, unfortunately.
He's taking a lot of fucking shots.
Exactly. And he's given a lot, but he's taken so much too. And it's he's one of those guys. I would like to see him get a couple more wins and ride off into the sunset. I think he gets it done against Arnie for some reason. I think that's just the heart talk, and I think I don't want to see him lose. But Arnold Allen hasn't lost since 2014. I don't know. It's tough. I don't see him losing here, but I don't want Max to lose here. So I'm going to go with Max, the dumb pick. And I see it going the distance. I just don't think it's going to be vintage Max, but I think he squeaks one out. But yeah, shit. Well, folks, there it is. Thanks for riding with us through these technical difficulties. Much appreciated. Go Lakers. First time all 4 California teams are in the playoffs. First time. In six. First time.
In 6.
All 3 Texas teams missed the playoffs. Let's go. Playoff basketball. Thanks for riding with us, folks. Until next time, adios.